All right, let's get into the latest NBA rumors here on the program. We will start things off with Kevin Huerter, perhaps going to the LA Lakers via the draft. So the report is the Lakers may have promised Huerter he would be the number 25 overall pick, guard out of Maryland, of course. 6'3" or 7" guard from Maryland. And in 2017, 50.3% from the floor, averaged 15 points per game. He's a great player who can stretch the floor really well. He commanded a lot of games for the Terps, as I watched him with my own eyes being on campus there many times. And this report came out shortly after Huerter said he needs hand surgery. So the timing of both of these kind of news items here is very interesting. It's been debated whether the Lakers knew about the hand surgery before promising Huerter the pick. Now, there have been some reports also that maybe the Lakers go Mitchell Robinson at number 25 overall. And if Kevin Huerter was promised number 25 and he doesn't get it, yikes, could get a little dicey there. So there you go. That's rumor number one here across the NBA. Let's get to the next one on the list. Could Paul George perhaps stay with the Oklahoma City Thunder? There's actually a good chance of this actually happening. So George said his past season's final results won't impact his free agency decision. In April, he made it clear the final result of the season, quote, wouldn't persuade or indicate where I'm going this offseason. He has gotten closer with Russell Westbrook, so keep that in mind. Now, he could re-sign a 5-year deal worth $175 $180 million, including $30 million in that first season there. There's very real talk of George teaming up with LeBron James with the LA Lakers, and I think that is the favorite in my eyes in terms of what could actually happen with Paul George. Could he re-sign with the Oklahoma City Thunder? Sure, absolutely. But I actually think it's more likely he goes to the Lakers. I really do believe that. And I'm sure he's texting LeBron James right now. You better believe that. All right, let's get to the next rumor on the list. Kawhi Leonard staying with the San Antonio Spurs. So Leonard could be signed to a 5-year, $219 million Supermax contract. That is a very real possibility. Now, discussions between him and the team are being described as still in the planning stages, according to Woj. Also saying, quote, they'll have to talk about medical care and treatment. They'll have to talk about Leonard's relationship with the coaching staff and his teammates, which is currently strained. And we all know that. Kawhi Leonard did not play very much last year. Didn't play at all in the playoffs. We were wondering forever when he was actually going to return. Never ended up doing so. So perhaps there is a relationship that needs to be repaired between the San Antonio Spurs leadership and Kawhi Leonard. We'll see what happens there. All right, we got a comment coming in from Mike at Cam Rogers, Jello Ball likelihood joining the Lakers. Very interesting comment there. We appreciate you chiming in here, Mike. And I'll tell you what, not very likely. Like, it's not going to happen at all. I don't even think he's going to get drafted, to be honest with you. So the Lakers did actually bring him in for a workout, so take that with what you wish, Mike. But at the end of the day, I really don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah. And by the way, if it does happen, that's a big if, LeBron ain't going to L.A. That'll tell you, because he doesn't want the circus. All right, folks, you guys are watching the Cam Rogers Show, and thanks to FanDuel for sponsoring the program today. Here's a look at the leaderboard through one round. I'm beating all 19 of y'all in my U.S. Open Challenge. As you see the leaderboard there on your screen, I've got a hefty lead here over DJ Vuchains and Victoria Charlin. Shout out to Victoria. Sign up today on FanDuel.com/chatsports, and I've got a Cam special for you. Receive a bonus on your first deposit for immediate play. Message us your username in the comment section here on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. We'll make sure you get a free $10. Free. Everybody loves free. FanDuel.com/chatsports. All right, let's continue along here in the latest NBA rumors. Are the Kings drafting Michael Porter Jr.? That is the latest buzz out there. And a back injury has been haunting MPJ during his time at Mizzou and also during his time as he goes through these workouts, right? Getting ready for the draft. So Porter canceled a workout plan for today in Chicago. Luka Doncic and Marvin Bagley are also being considered by the Kings. So a lot of buzz that the Kings could go in many different directions here. Yeah, Porter is going to have to battle through this adversity with this back injury here. We'll get to this rumor about canceling his second pro day today as well. ESPN.com said Porter couldn't get out of bed due to muscle spasms. That's legit stuff, folks. And back injuries are very unpredictable. You never know when they're going to show up and make a major impact in your long-term health. And for Michael Porter Jr., I have him going at number 7 to the Chicago Bulls. I think he slips a little bit, relative term, considering this guy is potentially a top 3 selection. Now, likely going to go through some evaluations today to see how he is. The general consensus among GMs out there across the NBA is that Michael Porter Jr. will be okay. That for long-term health reasons and prognoses, he will be fine. Now, would you want your team to draft Michael Porter Jr.? Let me know in this reaction poll. Give me a heart for yes, a like for no way. All right, next rumor here on the list is Greg Popovich retiring after the 2020 season. He may not coach the Spurs after the 2020 Olympics, to be more specific. Also possible he may spend 2019 to 2020 preparing for the Olympics, so 2018 to 2019 could be his final season with the Spurs. Of course, named the head coach of the U.S. men's basketball national team in 2015, the successor to Mike Krzyzewski, Duke's head coach there. Popovich has coached the Spurs since the 1996 to 1997 season, has led the team to 21 consecutive postseason appearances, career regular season record of 1,197 to 541. You want to talk about a storied career. Greg Popovich definitely qualifies. 5th all-time in wins, 4th all-time in winning percentage, a 5-time NBA champion, 3-time coach of the year. Now, let me say this. If LeBron James goes to the San Antonio Spurs, that throws a wrench into all of what I just said. Because if LeBron is there in San Antonio, Greg Popovich ain't retiring anytime soon, even after the 2020 Olympics. Okay, he's staying as long as LeBron James is there, because they will continue to be title contenders if that is the case. And a lot of people in the comment section on the Cam Rogers Show, presented by FanDuel, have been saying that the Spurs are a very real destination. And I think so. I really do. Plus 1,000 odds. But outside of that, you look at Greg Popovich and that rumor that he may be meeting up with LeBron James this summer. You look at the fact that Kawhi Leonard could be remaining there with a big fat max contract. And you take a look at LeBron James joining and teaming up with Kawhi. Could be one of the better front courts in the NBA, perhaps the best front court in the NBA. Very debatable, but still very possible as well. So keep that in mind there. All right, let's get to the next funny rumor, I guess you could say, on the list. Mike Bibby, guys, is like Jack now. He was around 190 pounds during his 14 seasons in the NBA. Now I feel like he could star for the sequel of The Pacifier and play as Vin Diesel, honestly. Everyone on social media is flipping out about this picture that has surfaced out there thanks to the Sacramento Kings, where Bibby spent most of his career. He is jacked. Look at him. He is cut. And by the way, you hear about these stories with players after their professional careers kind of getting fat a little bit and adding on some pounds, because actually, guys, professional athletes typically don't eat that well, but they're like burning 8,000 calories a day, so it doesn't even matter. And into the afterlife, when they stop working out as much and burning as many calories, they get a little fatter, if you will. Not the case with Bibby. Shout out to him for getting jacked. I want to know what supplements he's taking, what his workout regimen is. I need his agent's phone number right now. Somebody go and research that for me. Put it in the comments section, because I'm hitting up that agent, because I want to get jacked like Mike Bibby there. You're swole, Mike. You're swole. And that's all the credit I'm going to give to you right now. It's like that stands for itself in terms of the achievements, because, like I said, there have been many stories before of athletes, not looking so great after they retire. So do you wish you were as swole as Mike Bibby? I certainly do. Give me a heart for sure. Give me a like for I'm good. Here's the picture one more time. Sacramento, on a scale of 1 to 10, how jacked is Mike Bibby? I think that could just be a quasi weigh-in right now, folks. Answer the Sacramento Kings. Hit me up in the comments section. Hit me up on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. And for a guy who was 190 pounds on average during his NBA career and seeing him like that, kudos to you, Mike.